I want to confirm audio. All right, this will be interesting. Ouch, I just hit my toe on my desk. This will be interesting on a couple of different levels. One, I really can't see Zoom, so I have no idea if the camera is correct or not. What I can see is a little thing over on OBS. I actually did move, or not OBS, I moved this monitoring from the monitor behind me over to a 22 inch, and I can see that. So we're going to go with that. So hopefully you can read the nodes down here. I was just messing around this morning while watching Doug, and I do have about a 2-minute upload coming out later today that will explain some things. It's just a real quick, this is how things are currently. So I want to welcome everybody in the chat. I see Alice is here. Thank you, Alice. Thank you for requesting the show. Rick Lakes is here. Long Dog is here. Tony Wallow is here. Shows that I have 5 people watching, so I'm going to say 4 of the 5 people made a comment, and I kind of want to touch on that. If you're here and you're watching, I would like to see a comment of I'm here or thanks for sharing, something, anything. That way I get an idea of who is watching. And I'm going to tie that into this. If your channel is not public and you subscribe to my channel, I have no idea of knowing who has subscribed, and I cannot go to your channel and subscribe to your channel to support you as well. And I really like to do that. If I get supported, I like to support those who support me. And I have a select few that I follow every day, and I've mentioned that a couple times on the live stream at night and in the homie session afterwards. There is no homie email on this. This is only, this setup right here has 5 things on it. It's probably one of the most boringest setups for sources or for scenes and sources that I have. It's got the capture camera, the capture card, so that you can see my new Windows 11 machine, which is this machine right here. And I did have to make a small adjustment so that you could see hopefully the nodes here. I have no idea if you can or not. Alice says I am here. Yes, thank you, Alice. I appreciate that. So 5 people here, 1 like. I'm sure that will grow too. So let's get started on something here. And by the way, I don't know that I'm going to, if I do daily DaVinci, which I need to do, it will be from this machine. I'm pretty much done with DaVinci on the other machine. I want to do it all on here. Now I may go 50-50 for a little bit until I get the graphics card in the new rig, and then it will be 100% on the new rig. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to recreate what I've already created one time. And that is, I just put a little squiggly mark in here, and if I hit play, I don't know why it's showing 2 screens. It should only be showing 1 screen. If I hit play, then what should happen for now is at some point in time, the text is going to follow that squiggly little line that I put in there. I'm not real pleased with how that looks, and it's just going to repeat because it's on a loop, or it should repeat. I guess it's not going to repeat. It repeats in Fusion. I don't like how this looks because to me, when it gets to certain points, like right there, that's at an angle, and I want it to be more of a natural curve than that sharp 45-degree angle, and then the same thing up there. And I'm probably going to have to space out using the tracking, the letters, because you can see that they get mixed together at the corners or the curves or whatever you want to call it, and I don't like that. So I'm going to work on that. Now this is all a Fusion clip. From time to time I'm going to glance up at chat just to see if there's any new comments. I believe if someone wants to test it, I believe SpeakerBot should be working. No guarantees though. So I know you can't see it very well, but down here at the bottom I still have the media and the cut tab, even though I've gone up here to workspace, even though I've gone in here to...
LJ said, hey Ken.
Oh, it does work. Cool, thank you. Even though I've gone into workspace, gone into show page, and I've actually unchecked both media and the cut page, they still, for some reason, are showing up every time I start DaVinci. We had 6 people briefly, and now we're down to 5 again. So now they're gone. Everything that I'm doing in here. And this is just a very simple 2 backgrounds with the polygon node. That's what this is, the black line is. And then a text piped into the polygon node and with the text. And then if I bring this down like that, then you can't really see what's going on. So I got to scrunch all this together. And then the one thing I wanted to do is I do want to change this. Right click, go find rename, which you can also hit F2. I put my main keyboard, the full keyboard with the number pad, over on the new machine because that mini keyboard, my hands are just too big. I can't do it. And I'm going to call this one Paint. And I'll show you why I'm going to call this Paint. I'm going to go ahead and hit Enter. And then we're going to scrunch all these down together like so. And boy, that was horrible. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to go in there and put all these together like that. Once you get them where you want them, then I can hit the letter V on the keyboard. Wow, that was quick. And that little box goes away. Hit the letter V again and it comes back. That just gives you, if you have 1,000 nodes, you can go over here and find your nodes wherever they're at. Once you get it set the way you like it, then I like to make it go away. And then you move it to the top so that way when you stretch this box out, you can still see your nodes. So if we go in here to this paint node and we put a line, well actually I can't do that because it's already done. So you go to the polygon node, and I don't know if I can do another one or not, but I'm going to try. I'm going to put one here. Nope, it's just going to add to the one I've already done. So in order to do this, I need to go add a second polygon line, I think. So I'm going to grab a polygon node, I'm going to drag it down, and I'm going to put it over here. And then we're going to rename this by hitting F2, and this is going to be paint line number 2, if it works. And we're going to plug that into the background node of paint just by doing that. And I can't do that. Why can't I do that? I should be able to do that. I want to paint on the background. There we go. So, but now I can demonstrate what's going to happen. If I go to here and draw my lines, you'll see there's no black line. Well, the reason for that is very simple. I need to come in here to the polygon. I need to uncheck solid. I need to come down here and right click this and remove the polygon polyline, which is what you're seeing. And then I need to come up here to the border width, and I need to just make this border width some semblance of whatever. Now if I do all that prior to doing this, then you don't see the red line. Or you shouldn't see the red line. Let's put it that way. So all the changes that I made are no longer there. So let's back this all up. Control Z is your best friend. Take the solid out. Right click down there, remove that, go into the border width, and just let's pump it up to about 0.2025, and I think that'll be sufficient. Then if we go into the node, hello long dog, and we draw our line. Yeah, you still do see it. I didn't think you would, but apparently you do. Maybe if I bump this up a little bit more, you will not see it. Let's go up to about 3. Should be wider. Let's take it up to 0.5. That's going to be super wide. Yeah, see, that's going to be horribly wide. So can't have that. Take that back down to there. Let's go with 0. I got a glitch in my desk. Okay, so this is another issue. I probably am going to have to at some point in time work on another. Let's go with 5. All right, that made the whole thing pretty big. But I should not be seeing that line at all. And I know I came down here and right clicked and got rid of it. But that's okay, because when you go back to the edit page, you will not see that. You will not see it. And since I already have that in there for the text, it's going to follow that. So what I could do is, because this polygon is the active polygon, I could rename them, and then the text is going to follow whatever it's on, because it's in a merge after all of this. All this is these take place first. This is affected by that, goes into a merge to produce all of this. Then the text goes into another merge, which says anything that is happening after this, I want that text to happen. So if we were to disconnect this text, and then we go back into here and we play it, there'll be no text. It's kind of boring. Go back into our Fusion, just reconnect that, and then let's disconnect this, reconnect the original one. Then when we scroll through here, it follows the line. So I could have 2 or 3 versions of this just on one thing. And that's kind of what I've got in mind. What I'm trying to remember now, and I'm really struggling with this, I don't know why. I guess because I just turned 65. I want to put something in the white background. So I'm not sure if I have to take that like that and go find some media. We'll go grab a media somewhere. I know it's on the data drive. Pretty sure it's going to be in DaVinci data, and then I like folders. Oh, let's go with, that's probably a video. I don't think there's any stills in here. That's a video. I would like a still picture. That's probably videos too. Let's go in here and see what's in here. Oh, there's some still pictures. Let's go with the running late. See how quick that is? On the old machine, I'd still be waiting. It's amazing. Bring this in here like that. And if I put it above it, I know it's going to work, but I want it to be below it. I actually want it to be, you know what? Let's try this. I'm going to delete that. And we're 13 minutes into what I'm going to try to keep an eye on and only be a half hour. What if we go into the media pool and we grab the picture, and what if we pipe this into this background right here? There it is, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Before we do that, let's go into the background and let's change the color from white. Let's make it black so everything goes away. You're not going to see anything because you have, this is black going into black. You can't see it. But what if we take the first background, make it transparent? Then if we plug this into there, will that show? And it does not. Okay, now I'm confused. It should have. It really should have. I'm not sure why it did not. What if we take the background completely out of the picture and we put the media into the merge? There we go. Now we're almost cooking with oil, or however that saying goes. Cooking with gas, I guess. So if we go back to here, and we play this. You got to make some adjustments on a lot of things. So I'm going to go back into this, go to the media. No, I don't want to go to the media. I want to go to the polygon. And again, it's defaulting to double player. I want the border width to now be really super small. I don't want it to be hogging.
LJ said Mrs. K.
She is watching Filipino TV right now. Some game show she likes. So there's that. But I'm quite certain the text is going to be way too big. Yeah. And I think I want to jump back over here. And not find what I want. So I'm going to go up to the media pool. And I'm going to hit shift space, type in the word transform, which you only have to put in a few of the letters. It pops up here. Highlight it, hit add, and now you'll see immediately that became full size. And I did that because now I can control this picture size with the transform, and I want it to be full size. So if I just double click that, it'll take it back to full size. If I take the transform out of the picture and hook this in like that, I guess it is still full size. To me, it looks like it's not. It looks like there's some things missing. That's why I went with the transform node. And then we plug that back into there. Go back over to here. Yeah, that does looks like it's missing something. So I'm going to go into the transform, and I'm going to bump the size up just a little bit. I think it's good though. What's the transform sitting at? Go back over here. Close the media pool. I can test that real easily by doing this. Open my inspector. Yeah, see, I want that to be exactly like that right there. So I need that to be like that, only in this right here. Because I knew there was things missing on the side. I can tell there's black lines here. So I need that. So back to the old drawing board I go. And got to be on the right one. I'm confused. Actually, I think maybe I can solve this problem pretty doggone easily. 1.40, is that what I want? Yeah, let's go with 1.40. I believe that might give me everything I want. Yeah, close enough. Close enough for this for right now. So then I want to, once again, see, I still make rookie mistakes. Once again, I want to go back into my transform here, and I want the size to be 1.40. And if I go back, is that going to show what I want? Maybe. Nope. So I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but when you do things live, sometimes the pressure gets to you, if you believe that. Back to 5 people watching. I know we had 6 a moment ago. We'll play this real quick and see what it looks like. There we go. Yeah, see, I got to also take that down a little bit. That's got to go way down. So back over here, go into the text node, bring our text size down. I don't know, let's take it down to about here. It still needs to go way smaller. And then I will have to go in, once I get the size that I want, I'll have to go in and make the adjustments of the nodes themselves. And I should be able to do that because they're on a path. So I should be able to click on, which I can't for some reason. That's kind of neat. I should be able to grab these things right here and change them. I'm on the text. And I can't. I'm not sure why. Thank you, Alice. Oh, no. It's the text. The polygon is the black line. So if I grab that, and I grab the polygon itself, or is this the text? That can't be the text, can it? No, that's what I thought. That's the line. Or I could make the line match the text, which that would be ridiculously hard to do. It's so much easier to do it with the text than it is this, believe it or not. I mean, that's how it's done. You just go find it, do your scrolling. So this one needs to go up. Like that. Go back to the beginning. Hit play. Now obviously I don't want the red line showing the path of the thing. That's pretty good. I'm pretty close. It looks like I'm a little bit off right there at the end. Looks like right there it needs to go just slightly up, like about right there. And then we'll check it over here when it comes in. Looks like it needs to go down some. So is that this one here? Yeah, that one looks to be that one. And then when it comes in, yeah, not too bad. So we go back over to here and play this, then it should be okay. I am using Zoom, by the way. I don't know if anyone's tried to enter or not. I do have the waiting room enabled. I do not have the bell on. Did that play? I didn't see. Almost like my speaker box. Sometimes I don't hear it. Let's go with from right there. I don't have to watch the whole thing. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that is how this works. I'm doing a lot of stuff nowadays in Fusion instead of doing it all over here, because now this is everything. Whereas if I do it over here like this, I can still do it. It's just a pain to do. So much easier to do it over here. You can do so much in here. I got a funny feeling that if I switch this, what if I put this into here? What happens? Oh, I get both lines. It looks like I got both lines now. I do have both lines. So if I grab this line, so first things first, let's go. So this could actually work out now. So let's go into here. Another little trick that you should do is you should use both screens because you can see what you're excuse me, what you're doing over here as opposed to if you try to do it with one screen, it's kind of hard to do. So if you come in here and do it with this, let's take that border width and bring it down to about like this. And then let's rotate it like that. Let's bring this one up here like this. Let's bring this one down here like that. Bring this one, oops, gotta grab it. Bring this one down here like that. Let's bring this one over here. Let's take our starting point and just take it right to the beginning of the picture. Bring this one up. Make it look like it's starting inside the other one. Here. Here. Just like that. Looks alright so far. I'm kind of liking it. Of course, I need to put on my thinking cap. I lost my thinking cap, by the way. I think it's on the golf course somewhere. Now, you can grab these handles, change the curve, and I want that more 90, so I'm going to go about like that. And I'm going to grab this one. I also want this one more 90, so I'm going to go about like that. That one's pretty well 90, the other one's not. I'm going to take this one and bring it up here. And then we're going to finish that up by bringing this one up as well as this one. Now I do want to try something. I want to see if I can grab any point on the line. Nope, well you can make a curve, but that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to Control Z back out of that. I want to grab this point. No, I'll leave it there for right now. That's cool. Now, what do I want to attempt to do now? Well, first thing I want to change is my color. I'm going to grab the picker. I should be able to grab the picker, and I can't grab the picker. I don't understand that. So I'm going to change the color, and we're going to go with just some off bluish green for now. We're going to play that, and I thought for sure I changed the size of that text. I'll bring it down even smaller. What I have in mind is I want to see if maybe I can make it when it gets to this point right there, instead of coming up to this point, have it jump over to the other polygon line, come down, go up this one, come across, come down, jump back into this one maybe, and then finish it out. I don't know. It's just a weird thought that I have. I'm sure that it might be able to be done. Again, I do not like that right there. That's just too doggone not the way I want it. And I'm pretty sure if I put this over here, you can do that a couple different ways, by the way. You can hit the circle, or you can grab the node and drag it up there and put it in there. Either way works, just whatever you're comfortable with. So I want to change that doggone line. So to change the line, I got to be in the text, and then I got to be in the layout, I believe. Yep, and then I need to, well, this will be fun. Why can't I move these? I can move the text, I can move the line. I should be able to affect the line by grabbing. It's just the same thing as the polygon. It's just not polygoned out. Frustrating. It's not in a transform, I know that. It's in the layout. It is a path. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I think it is in the polygon. I think I have to go back over to the first polygon and effectively change this polygon. Doing that, and then when we play it, we have to then go back to the text and we have to change that right here. I'm not sure which keyframe it is though. If I hit keyframes, does that show me my keyframes? It does at the bottom, but it doesn't show them to me at the top. It shows me all my keyframes right there. I don't want to go that route. All right, that's a half hour. Got a little bit accomplished. Got some ideas going through my head. I was able to throw the background in there. Background looks pretty cool. I like that. I can come in here and disconnect this one. No, why did that take away my background? That should not have taken away my background. So if we Control Z, that brings back our background. Ouch, I just hit my other toe. Go into a little bit of overtime here. So this one goes into this one. Which goes back to this background. That should not make that go away. That one did not. That one does. Why does that one do that? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. If I take that one away, then it comes back. That makes sense. This goes into here. This goes into the merge. And it puts the line over that. That makes sense. So if I go back in there and I take this out here, back to here, then we just have that. Now what I don't like here is, there we go, I can do it that way. And I can do it this way because of the transform node I put in there. I can now control this in here like that. Boy, that'd be a trip right there to figure out how to do that right there, huh? If you'd like to see that effect, put a 1 in chat. If you think I've lost my ever-loving mind, put a 2 in chat. I can't tell how many people are watching because that screen's too far away. I really wish these 22-inch screens, I could buy extenders on them to bring them closer to me, but apparently I cannot. I've asked around a couple places, a couple people as well, and it just can't be done. So I'm really looking forward to doing stuff on DaVinci in here. Now you'll see the line is still there because I did not disconnect the text. So I could go in here to this, go to the text, and change the way the text is running by double clicking here. I should have put that back in the middle is what it should have done. And go to one monitor. Now that did not work like it should have. That should have put the text back in. The text should be right here in the middle. And it's not going to move because there's. Let's go back over here. Text. Oh, I don't want it on a path. I want to get rid of the path. I want it to be a point. There we go. Now I can move this text where I want. So to make it a path, it's pretty simple. To make it a path, you go over here in your inspector, you click on the down caret, arrow, whatever you want to call it. You can make it a circle, and you do that by I got to remember how to do this. It's been a long time since I made this a circle. Not the size, it's not the width, not the perspective. I forget. We won't do a circle. Let's do a point, and then we're going to put it right there. To do the path, though, you just put a path, and then you cannot get rid of the. I ought to be able to get rid of that path. That I should be able to change this path to whatever I want. I really should be able to grab the first point of this path, which is right there, bring it right here to this point right there, and then run that how I want. Not sure why I cannot, because it's no longer being affected at all. You can see right here, there's no keyframe to it. It's been disconnected. Anyway, Rick Lakes joins us. Hello, Rick. Well, Rick was here earlier. Let me see what Rick is saying. Tony Wallow, your drive is ready to be shipped. Cool. That's a good thing you're doing for him, Rick. Glad that you got that all worked out for him, and I really appreciate you helping Tony out. I really appreciate when all homies help out other homies. I think it's a good thing. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We have the most giving, helpful people, bar none, on YouTube. We all, when I say we, you guys, the homies, jump right in and help someone out when they need help. No questions asked, no doubts, no hesitation. Jump in with both feet, and I really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not even going to say, I'm going to actually leave this running because this is troubling me that I cannot do this. This is bothering me that I cannot take this text node. I'm going to grab another text node and bring it down here. I'm going to connect it to here. I don't need to see it. I'm just going to put some characters in there. I'm going to change the color. Go to bright red. And then I'm going to change the font to, oh, I don't have it on this computer. I got to bring all my fonts over yet. I forgot to grab my fonts. Now, the fonts are on the system. They're not in DaVinci. They are actually on the system. So I've got to go to the old machine, find where the fonts are at, and bring them to this machine. Not that big of a deal. That'll actually be pretty easily done, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to grab one here. I don't know. Let's go with Arial for now. And then we're going to bring the size down quite a bit. Then we're going to go into layout. We're going to change it from point. We're going to go to path. And we're going to set our path. We're going to start it here. We're going to have it end here. And if we play that, now why didn't that work? Okay. Take two. Control Z. I'm going to go back to path. Until I haven't done this in a while. We're going to move the text itself to here. And we're going to set a keyframe there. And we're going to go to the end of this. And we're going to move this across. I guess like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Why should this work? Nothing else is working. Really? Once again, we're back to the start. So path, size. Move this up here. Set a keyframe. Go to the end. Move this. It's not moving. That might be a computer issue. I'm not sure. Let's go look at something. Yeah, that might just actually be a computer issue. So go into performance. The GPU is on the card or the chip itself. It's a memory hog. I mean, seriously, it's using HP. Only thing running is this. We all agreed 64 gigabyte of RAM would be more than enough. Why is this not working? It set 2 keyframes actually. It actually shot. Alright, now this is frustrating. Well, the reason it's frustrating is if I plug this one back in and run the scroll. Oh, I took it away. I don't know. I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing. So this is 40 minutes. I want to thank everyone again for being here. If you like what you see, hit the like button. I know most of you are already subscribed. Last I checked, I was at 1792, I believe. Technically, this is not on the machine, so it's the browser. And I'm at 1792. I have 8 more to get in the next 10 hours. It's pushing 2 o'clock. 11:59 tonight. I'd really like this to be at 1800. I may or may not make it. I don't know. I'm a realist. Common sense tells me I'm not going to make it. So it is what it is. Thank you everyone for being here. I got to switch over to the other computer, which means you're going to get to see a lovely profile of my beard, which, by the way, is 31 days old now because I started it on the 1st of this month. Thank you for being here. See you tonight, 10 o'clock. No problem, Alice. I enjoyed doing it. I don't like this mouse either. I'm going to return this mini keyboard and mouse. I need a full-size keyboard, and the mouse has got some weird temperamental things I don't like. See you tonight. I'm waving by somewhere. Oh my gosh, I'm confused.